Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to week number, I think it's 9? That's crazy. 8, 9? I think it's 9. I will obviously have it the title of the video. The Blue Jays are one game away from winning the fucking World Series. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. I don't even, whatever the fuck y'all niggas want to say, let's go, bro. This is insane. I've never seen this in my life. And literally, I called it. I said Jays in 6 since the beginning of the fucking playoffs. Not before the World Series, not before the divisional round, not before the championship round. I said that shit day one in the wild card series. Jays in 6 against the Dodgers. We are going to do it. Let's fucking go, baby. And Bichette, my GOAT, is back too. You got that nice RBI single to make it 6-1 or 5-1 last night. And Trey Savage, wow. Just the team, bro. Everyone. Barger, you can go from the bullpen to the starters to the freaking to the rotation. You can go anywhere. They're starting. I meant starters. When I said starters, I meant the starters on the field. Starting pitching, everything. Just our team is beautiful. We're meant for this, and we're gonna win in 6. Oh shit, wrong side. Yeah, let's go. Oh shit. Anyways, I'm using my computer for one time. I never use my computer for like uh, NFL picks. I usually use my freaking phone, but it's at 2%. So here we are. It's kind of nice though. It's a bigger screen, so it's kind of cool. So, anyways, but yeah, no. Blue Jays are gonna win the World Series hopefully tomorrow on Halloween. What a fucking on Halloween! It's gonna be so amazing. I hope everyone has a good Halloween and a great party. Sorry that this video started so fucking crazy, but the Blue Jays are in the fucking World Series and we're one game away, man. Let's go. And now let's get started with the video. I hope everyone had a good week. It is literally the day before Halloween. So happy Halloween to everybody. I hope everyone has a good Halloween tomorrow. Don't get too fucked up. And if you do, get home safely. All right. Let's move along to Thursday Night Football tonight, baby. I usually do it on Wednesday, right? But it's been starting to become Thursday. I'm just busy during the week. Whenever I work, I don't really want to do this before work. Rather, like, see some girl. Anyways, let's move along to the video. All right. But now Blue Jays are going to win. Let's get it, baby. All right. Now, and usually I wear my Texans sweater, but for this occasion I had to. It's game 6. We're about to win the World Series, so got my hat too. We locked in. But Ravens and Dolphins, I think the Ravens are going to kill them, and I don't think this is going to be very close. I think it's going to be like 34-10, maybe even maybe 34-14. I give the Dolphins 2 touchdowns, maybe 34-17. But I just think that the Ravens are going to run all over them, and the defense is going to expose them because the Dolphins are shit. And I think Lamar's going to have a fucking legacy game, to be honest. I think he's going to, maybe even 45 points. Like, I think Lamar's going to ball the fuck out tonight. So with that being said, give me the Ravens tonight against the Dolphins. I'm also doing a little parlay tonight. There's a new thing called You Bet Your Way. It's kind of cool on FanDuel. I don't spend a lot of money on this shit. However, it's nice to bet once. Pretty fun. Anyways, let's move along. 2. The Giants and the 49ers. The Giants losing Cam Scatterbo. Like, I don't understand. Why do the Giants get cursed so fucking hard every year? I don't get it. I'm sorry for you guys. I feel bad for your fans, for your fucking like staff, for the fucking training staff, for the just everyone. Everyone's injured all the fucking time. With that being said, the 49ers are going to go into New York and absolutely smack the Giants up, I think. I don't think it's going to be very close. And if it is close, that's because Jackson Dart balled out. So, yeah. And I don't think he's going to ball out very good because it's really very hard because I just think like their defense is too good in San Francisco. That most solid defense is just amazing. Sorry, I didn't take a shower yet. My hair's kind of crazy. But no, I think the 49ers are going to absolutely obliterate them. But maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. To be quite frank with you, I think that they're going to kill them. But let's see, right? I guess we move on to the third game of the day. Second game of the Sunday. Anyways, we got the Titans and the Chargers. For me, to be honest, I think the Chargers are going to get this win. And they're going to kick their butt. I know it's in Tennessee, but I still think the Chargers are going to kill them. There's always a couple games that are pretty easy to pick, every week, especially when we're this late into the season. So I don't really need to go into depth about the quarterbacks. I already know everything, and I already know the Chargers are probably going to kick their ass. So give me the Chargers there. And now let's move on to a fun-ass game, man. Lions and Vikings, bro. Vikings are great. Don't get me wrong, they're really good, but they haven't been consistent in the last couple of weeks. Carson Wentz is kind of shit. And with that being said, if they don't put JJ McCarthy in, even if he's in or out, it doesn't matter the quarterback. The Lions are gonna absolutely tear them to shreds on Sunday. I think. I think that we're gonna win by 14 points. Like honestly, I don't think it's gonna be very close. Maybe even 21. So Give me the Lions here. And good luck, Vikings. You're gonna fucking need it because our team's gonna rip you apart. So, yeah, let's move along. Let's move along to a fun game actually, because fuck the Falcons, and fuck Bijan Robinson. He fucked me in a parlay last week, so never ever gonna put money on the Falcons or him ever again. So good to know. Just like I'll never put money on Jalen Hurts again. Anyways, let's move on to the Falcons and the Patriots. Falcons are the most I will continue to say it until week fucking 17. They're one of the shittiest teams and one of the most inconsistent teams in the entire league with a shit quarterback and a shit running back. And also, their wide receivers are and Drake London is great. Kyle Pitts, pretty good. That's about it. Your team's shit. Your defense, inconsistent again. You got exposed by the fucking Dolphins. Like they're the top 3 worst team in the fucking league. Like I think if the Dolphins played the Jets would win. I think it already happened this season. I might be stupid, but I think I picked the Dolphins. But if they play again, I think the Jets would win because I know they play each other twice. Because I'm not stupid. Anyways, give me the Patriots to absolutely obliterate the Falcons. Sorry, I had to rant about the Falcons. They pissed me off this week, like a lot. So give me the fucking Patriots there to get the W and keep on rolling, Drake May. I'm happy for them. I've always liked Tom Brady. I never really liked the Patriots, but I always liked Tom Brady. So Patriots, and now Drake May's taking the legacy, over. So it's pretty fucking amazing. I love it. Can't lie. I love when good things happen. I don't care what team it is, unless it's the fucking Cowboys, right? So let's move along. Steelers and Colts. Colts are on fucking fire. They're the best team in the NFL, but they're going into Pittsburgh, and I think Pittsburgh is going to, upset them. And I think that their defense is going to get to Daniel Jones. And there hasn't been a lot of talk about TJ Watt. Watch this week. He's going to sack Daniel Jones, I think, twice. I personally think TJ Watt's going to sack him twice. I could be wrong, but also watch Daniel Jones. I'm going to call 5 sacks against him this week, and I could be wrong, but I think that the Steelers defense and Mike Tomlin's going to just cook them, to be honest. They're finally going to lose a game because they're playing a really, really good team, like a really, really good defense, more or less. And if they don't and the Colts win, I'm going to be biting my words, and also they're going to definitely the best team in the NFL, and I will give them their credit next week if they can beat the Steelers. But I still think the Steelers are going to win something. We'll see. But if they do, I will finally give the Colts the credit that they deserve. But when they play the Texans, they're fucked. They're not going to win. They're not going to win. Jonathan Taylor's not going to run on us like that. It's not going to happen. You guys don't understand. Our defense is disgusting. Talking about the Texans, let's move along. It's kind of awesome and kind of shitty. Texans and Broncos. My best friend Johnny, he's in Italy right now as this game's going to be played this weekend and on Halloween for the Blue Jays. It really sucks. I wish he was here. We could watch it all together, but love you, buddy, and I hope Italy's fun. But with that being said, give me the Texans. We're going to beat their ass. It's in Houston. Our defense is better because Surtain's out. If Surtain was in, that would be one of the best games of all time, to be honest. But, I mean, like, for me to watch, because I love good defenses and good offenses. But, yeah, no, give me the Texans, in this spot to catch a big W. I think we're going to win by, probably the same scores last week. And also, fuck all you Texans haters, bro. No, real shit, though. We killed the fucking 49ers. And we lost to the Seahawks. Sure, that's fair. They're one of the best teams in the fucking league, bro. And also, if we play them again, I bet you we beat them. That was just unlucky. We were off the bye week. We weren't ready. Nah, man. You got to let us cook, bro. Now we cooked. Now we're going to win this week against the Broncos. And watch out for my Texans. 4-4. We reset. We started 0-3, right? So I'm just saying, man. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to move along. Baby. All right, let's go on to the Bears and the Bengals. The Bears are going to absolutely shit on the Bengals. The Bengals lost to the fucking Jets. Gave the Jets their first win. Absolutely embarrassing. This defense is so bad. It is so bad. In my NFL playoff prediction video, when I had the Bengals versus the Texans in the playoffs, I take back that I think the Bengals would win, even with Joe Burrow, because this defense is absolutely disgusting and diabolical and should not be in the NFL. Taylor Britt, you need to get traded. Trey Henderson, you need to leave. Their shit, their defense, their coordinator, everything. This is ridiculous. How do you do this? How do you do this to a team? I don't understand. But anyways, I'm just so pissed. Anyways, Bears are going to kick their ass. Go fucking Caleb Williams. Let's go, buddy. I believe in you. You're going to kick the fucking ass this week. Let's go Bears, okay? Let's move along to a game that's honestly could be closer than a lot of people think because people are underestimating the fucking Panthers, except for last week, but that was no Bryce Young. If Bryce Young's playing this week, watch out for this game to be closer. A lot of people don't give him the credit, and it pisses me off, to be honest, because he's a really good quarterback. But Jordan Love's goated. Don't worry. I'm going to be picking the Packers. But if Bryce Young plays this week, watch out. Just watch out for the game. It will be closer, I promise. And if the fucking Panthers win, excuse me, they're going to the Super Bowl. Panthers going to the Super Bowl if they beat the Packers. I promise you that. Not the Super Bowl, but they go into the playoffs. If they can beat the Packers with Bryce Young, and if without as well, bro, they're going to the playoffs. It's not even a question. But probably not going to happen. So give me the Packers there. And let's move on to the Rams and the fucking Saints. My best friend's a Saints fan. Now he likes the Cowboys. This is cool, fine, whatever. But like, I'm so sorry your team sucks. So man, just give me the Rams. I'm not talking about this one. Rams are gonna kill them. It's in LA as well. It's not even in New Orleans, so it's not even couldn't even try to be close with them having home field. It's just an absolute obliteration by the Rams probably on fucking Sunday. So yeah, let's move on. We have 4 more games left, I think. 4 more games left, and then the bye weeks, and then I'm going to be doing picks against the spread, and that's it, boys. But let's move on. We've got the Raiders and the Jags. Yeah, me personally, I think the Raiders are going. It's in Vegas, and I think that the Raiders are going to expose the Jaguars like the last 3 teams have. They're not a good team. Trevor Lawrence is not a good quarterback, and their defense is not as good as everyone thinks it is. This team's going to beat them, and if they do, it's going to make everyone look so fucking stupid because everyone thinks the Jaguars are better than the Texans or better than the Colts. Anyways, I even thought they were better than the Colts, but the Colts are disgusting. But anyways, Raiders are going to win this game. They're going to get their get back. They haven't won in a while. It's in LA, or in Las Vegas, sorry. I think they're going to win. And if I'm wrong, well, is what it. I'm not really unfair. It's one of the games I'll be wrong, and that's fine. And I like the Raiders as a team, and I like Max Crosby, so it doesn't really matter. And Geno Smith. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me. Like it's fine. But let's move along. Got the Bills and the Chiefs. Bills at home. Bills are gonna win. Fuck the Chiefs. Josh Allen's a better quarterback. That's all I have to say. Yeah, give me the Bills there. And let's move along to Sunday Night Football. I don't have anything else to say. I don't like Mahomes. Okay, I like Mahomes as a person. I think he's a really good dad, really good, cute. Like I think he's a cool person, but like, and he's a great quarterback. So I respect his talent and his play. But he gets cheated. We've been cheated for the last couple of playoffs. A lot of teams have been cheated against the Chiefs. I'm just gonna call it as it is. It's not like fixed games. It's just that like they are giving the Chiefs the games in some way, weird pass interference, whatever it may be, or roughing the kick or passer or roughing Mahomes or whatever, touching Mahomes' penis. Like I don't know, but real shit, it needs to stop. So I hope it stops this year because I think it will. And even if they do get the calls, I think the Bills are going to beat them this year in the playoffs, and I think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm a double down on that since the beginning of the season. Yeah, Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I really believe that. But anyways, fuck the Chiefs and let's move along. Seahawks versus the Commanders. Now I don't know who's home. I'm putting the home team on the side today. I think. Oh no, they're home. The Redskins are home. What Commanders? What the fuck? I'm fucking. Seahawks are going to win by. I think the spread's 3.5. I think they're going to win by a touchdown. The Seahawks defense is disgusting. They exposed my Texans. A little bit. We almost came back though. Like I'm telling you, I think we got a chance when it comes close to the fucking end of the season. Whenever we play wild card, we win the wild card game. So I ain't worried about that. So anyways, Seahawks are gonna win that game, and let's move on to the final game of the week. On Monday, we got the Cowboys and the Retardinals. Cowboys are gonna win. The Retardinals are shit. How is it on this side? How are we doing this? Cowboys are gonna win. Better team. CeeDee's back last week. I think they get a touchdown this week. Cardinals are bad. That's it. That's all I have to say. Pretty straightforward. Cowboys should win that and should be close. All right, let's move along to the bye week. It's going to be fun here. I like doing this every week. So let's start with the shittiest team to the best team. The Jets getting their first win. They didn't need Justin Fields, which is really depressing for me because I love Justin Fields and I'm a big Justin Fields fan. But like, hey, Tyrod Taylor legacy game, you get what you get and you don't get upset, right? So it is what it is. Jets, happy for you guys. You got your first win of the week or first win of the season. And you guys got the bye week now. Maybe you guys can cook something and become 10-7, win 9 games in a row, make the playoffs. Probably not, but that would be fucking cool. So, all right, Jets at the bottom of the ranking, obviously, because they're the worst team, but that's okay. Browns, they're very interesting, you know. The offense is shit. and the defense is disgusting. So it's hard because, yeah, I think that's all I can really say. Their defense is really good and their offense is shit, and they're not. If they start Shedeur Sanders, then they will win a game. But if they don't and they keep starting Dillon Gabriel, I don't think they'll win a game. I think Shedeur Sanders is a better quarterback. I didn't like what he did and not going to the combine. I think it's disrespectful and dishonorable. However, he's still the best quarterback in that fucking draft, probably. So I'm trying to remember what draft it was. It was last year's draft. That wasn't Drake May's draft. And okay, I was like tripping. I was like, that wasn't Daniel's draft. Okay. Anyway, so okay. Anywho, I think Shedeur Sanders should be the starting quarterback. So with that being said, yeah, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think it's going to happen unless they start Shedeur. But if they start Shedeur, maybe you guys can go in a roll and make the playoffs. But we'll see. Probably not. All right, so let's move along to the Eagles. I think the Eagles are good, very good team. But I don't think they beat the team that's ahead of them on this week, on the bye week. I just think that every time they do play them, they lose to them. And I think they're going to lose to them this playoff. I think this playoff time, I think this team's going to beat them again after a couple years ago. They also beat them. Saquon's a goat. Fucking Jalen Hurts isn't that good, in my opinion. I know he was a Super Bowl. Yeah. Good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, okay? But, like, he's not all that, to be honest. That's how I feel. But, anyways, Eagles are pretty good. They're going to make the playoffs. Probably going to get eliminated, though, in the wild card round. That's what I think, personally. They're not going to get number one seed, so take that out of your fucking head. The Lions are getting number one seed, so let's move along. Or maybe even this team. Sorry, I can't talk. Oh no, they can't now because the Lions beat them. Hell yeah. Anyways, I have the Bucs as number one of their bye week. I think they're better than the Eagles, in every way. Okay, maybe not running back. I'm just joking, but I think that if the Bucs and the Eagles played, the Bucs would win this game. Yeah, that's how I feel. But regardless, good win again. Good win the Bucs this week. Good win for the Eagles this week. And you guys enjoy your bye weeks. And I guess we'll see you guys next week for week. I think it's 10. Fucking wild. I think this is week 9. I started that with 8, saying week 8 or 9. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's 9. So enjoy your bye weeks to those 4 teams. And good luck to everyone's team, unless you're a Cowboys fan. I'm just joking. And go, Blue Jays, go, baby. We're going to win the fucking World Series. Let's go. The World Series pennant is coming back to Canada, baby. Let's go. But anyways, I hope everyone has a great weekend. And I will be definitely making a video if the Jays win the World Series, because I'm going to be drinking out of the bottle. Straight up. And I'm going to do a live stream or something. I don't even care, bro. I'm going to do some fun ass shit if the Blue Jays win the World Series. But anyways, I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Happy Halloween, and go Jays go. Go Texans go, and take care. All right, bye. Shit.